Well, if you want to restrict me, you could restrict me to be a commenter. Then I can only
Okay.
comment on it. So I cannot do anything on your assignment. So that's fine because well, if you make me editor for editor also, it's not a problem.
Okay.
But I think it would be better to make me a commenter so that I cannot do anything with your assignment except to
Okay,
mark
sir.
it. Okay,
Okay,
good.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, good. Okay, so now we're going to look at, now we have at least an overview of how Google Sheet works. Then we'll go and do our question on target costing. So go to the question on target costing. I think I have shared the handouts on the WhatsApp forum, didn't I? Okay.
You did,
Yes,
sir.
sir. You did, sir.
Okay. Good. So please go and refer to the handouts. Then we look at the first question, which is called example 1, CMC Limited. Okay, so refer to that, CMC Limited. Okay, so back to our target costing question. And there are 2 questions that we need to answer, okay, using our Google Sheet, okay, and after we call it a day. So hopefully before 8 o'clock, we should be finished. Okay, so are we together? Are we ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. Good. So please, if you can follow by opening your own spreadsheet and doing what exactly I do as we go along will be the best. Okay, please practice as we go along. The reason why I organize these online classes is not only for you to be able to know management accounting, but for you to be able to use spreadsheets. Spreadsheets by far is the most important tool for people who are into finance and accountancy. The most important tool. Okay, so if you don't know spreadsheet, forget it. You cannot be able to work in this day and age. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm taking all this trouble to ensure that you understand spreadsheet. Okay, because I understand from previous semesters, from previous students that you do Excel or whatever, but mostly it's the theory that you usually do at your at some of your modules. I don't know whether that has changed, but that's what I understand. So you cannot graduate as an accountant without spreadsheet knowledge. That's really, really important for your career. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we're going to start our work. Like I said, the question is CMC Limited. Are you all there? Are you all there? Okay, are we all there? Okay, so I'm going to start. So I'm going to start from B2. Can you see my spreadsheet clearly? I'm going to expand it more to 200% so they can be able to see clearly. Okay, can you see my spreadsheet clearly?
Yes, sir, we are seeing it.
We're seeing it clearly. Okay, excellent. So the questions says CMC Limited, a car manufacturing company, wants to calculate a target cost for a new car. The price will be set at $20,000, sorry, 20,000 pounds. CMC Limited requires 10% profit margin required. What is the target cost? Okay, very simple. It's asking for a target cost. So before we answer any questions in accounting, we have to write the name of the company. And the name of the company is CMC Limited. So that should always be your heading. Okay? So what's the heading of the statement you are expected to prepare? You need to write that as well. So you're trying to calculate the target cost. So the statement you are preparing is called a target cost statement. Target cost statement. Now, it's saying that, how to call it, CMC is a car manufacturing company and it wants to calculate its target cost for a new car. Okay, so in other words, CMC Limited wants to produce a new car. Okay, they want to produce a new car, and then they want you to advise them how they should go about calculating their target cost. So basically, we've already got our selling price. So CMC Limited has already got their selling price after a market research of how much? What's the selling price?
It's 20,000.
20,000
pounds.
So they've gone around the market and compare the selling prices of the type of car they want to produce. And then on average, they came up with this price of 20,000. Okay, so we go further. So it says CMC Limited requires a 10% profit margin. Okay, 10% profit margin. So according to the policies, the company policy of CMC, they charge 10% on the selling price. That's profit margin, okay? So that works out to be their profit. So now what are you required to calculate? You are required to calculate the target cost. So that's the cost CMC is going to use in order to produce their new car. I hope it's clear. Okay, so we're going to expand this a bit and then we start using it here. So the first thing is we have our selling price. So we have our target selling price. So we have our target selling price. What's our target selling price?
20,000.
20,000. Okay. And what is our profit margin or our target profit margin? So our
10%.
target profit in brackets is what? It's 10%, isn't it? What's the target? It's 10%, isn't it?
10%.
Okay, 10%. Okay. So now, how can we calculate 10% here on the 20,000? Can you give me a formula to calculate 10% on the 20,000?
Hello?
Yes.
You click on equals to
Okay, who is talking? Who is talking? Hoja? Is it Hoja?
Haja.
Haja. Okay, Haja Kora, yes.
Click on equals to sign.
I click on equals to sign.
Then you click on C6 rather.
I click on C6, correct.
Then multiply by
Then multiplied by
0.10 or 10%.
Okay, 0.10. Okay.
Yeah.
Then say
enter.
0.1 because 0.1 is the same as 10%. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we enter. Excellent. Good. And now we've got our target selling price. We got our target profit. What is left? What do we calculate then?
Target cost.
We calculate our target cost. And what is the target cost? The target cost is what?
Equals.
What's the target cost first before? What's the target cost? What's the
18,000.
No, what will you add or what will you subtract from what?
Hello, equals to.
You
You
said
subtract the, sorry.
equals to.
No, not the formula yet. The formula will come later. But what do you do? What is the formula?
Yeah,
how do you
you
calculate
subtract the
target?
selling price from the profit element.
You subtract the profit from the selling price.
Selling price, yes.
I think the selling price is bigger, isn't it? Okay, so can someone give me
Yes.
the formula for that? Okay, we say equals to?
It's equals to C6 minus C7.
C6 minus C7.
C7.
We enter. Correct. Okay. So now how are we going to format? How are we going to format this column C so that we can have 1,000 separate? Alaji Juf,
Come again?
too much news from your end. Alaji Juf, how are we going to format column C so that we have 1,000 separate? Maria, I'm asking Alaji Juf for now. Alaji Juf, Maria will come back to you. Alaji Juf, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me how we should format this column so that we have 1,000 separator?
Not too sure.
You are not too sure and you are disturbing, no?
So can I try?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I don't know how to call this place. Where you have the dollar sign, the percentage, then you have 0.002. You can use that one to have I don't even know how to call that area.
Okay, so just start the process. So what's the first thing you should do?
Mr. Fofana.
You should highlight on the on C9 column.
Mr.
Highlight
Fofana,
on
let me
C9
try.
column.
You place
Just
the
highlight the whole
mouse.
column of C. Click on the
Okay,
column
we
C.
highlight the whole column.
Yes.
Excellent.
Then go to the where you will see question mark or mark, something like in the format where you will see percentage, decrease in zeros and then increase in zeros. Then you click on the increase in zeros. There you will have your thousands.
Okay. So where do I go? I go to any menu or where?
No, come where you will see under where format and then data tools are, you will see a drop down of exactly. Then come to the increase zeros. That one is decrease, increase zeros. Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Fofana, I'm lost.
You are lost.
Yes, it's because of my network is not that much strong.
Okay, so I've done that, but it has given me 2 decimal place.
You will still go there. You will see that what's the name again? Click yes.
Okay.
Then go to tab.
I go where?
Wait,
I select one of these forms, isn't it?
Yeah, select number.
Yes.
Okay, I select number, exactly. Now it has done for me. So,
Yeah.
but I don't want 2 decimal place, so what do I do? I go on
you want?
decrease.
How
You
many
decrease
decimal places do
decimals.
you want?
Okay, good. I go
Okay.
on decrease. Okay, correct. That's a good one. Thank you so much. So now, how do I center this heading between these 2 columns, between B and C, the heading?
Highlight
How do
B
I-
and then C column. Then you
Uh-huh.
highlight the whole, yes. Then go to center and margin.
I go to center and mark. Okay.
Then you click there.
I just seems to be an expert in spreadsheets, yeah? That's good. That's really good. So I go to center and merge, and that's this one, isn't it? Merge cells, actually. This one is called merge cells. Then I will say merge horizontally. Okay. And the Excel has got merge and center, but this one doesn't have merge and center. This one you merge, and then now you can choose either to center or to left align or to right align. So I'll merge and then I'll go and center. Okay. Thank you, Haja. So how am I going to format this? Let's say I want to turn the color to blue, and then I want to make it bold, and I want to increase the font size to 14. Wait, let me choose who can help me. Wait. Ami Kolewada. Ami Kole, are you with us? Aminata Singate. Aminata, are you with us? Can you tell us how we're going to format the heading to make it bold, 14th font size, and a blue color. Usman Koli, are you with us? Usman? Usman? Aminata, is your hand up? You want to try, Aminata Signate? Who can try? Who can help? We want to make this
Mr.
heading.
Sir. Hello,
Mr.
Mr.
Fofana.
Fofana.
Yes.
Where you have help, where you have help, there is a after default area, then you have 10. You can increase the font size there. You can select 12,
Okay.
14. You
So
have different.
okay, so first you click on it, then where you
Yeah.
see 10 here, you could come here and then choose 14. Excellent.
Exactly. If you want to make it bold, you have B.
B there, make it bold. Alternatively, these are hidden somewhere. They are all in here in a menu called format. So you can do number formatting from here. You could do text, bold, italics. They are all here. Alignment. All of them are here.
You're
okay,
right.
but because we use them most of the time, they are here as well. Okay, so if you want to color it also, you come here, isn't it? Then
To
you
the
turn
A,
it.
yes.
Excellent. So that's the way we format our headings. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So now I want to name this worksheet. I want to call it
Mr.
CMC
Fofana,
Limited. How
Mr.
do I
Bowman,
go
it's
about
not
it?
clear
Can
to
you?
me. Mr. Bowman, it's not clear to me there.
Maybe because you have network problems. So how do we are just talking about the formatting of the heading, right? So if you want to format it to center it, so first you click on it and then drag from B2 to C2, and then you click on merge cells. Then you come here and then click on the alignment to be centered. Then still you must be on it. You go and click on bold, and then the font color or the text color, you click and then choose blue, and then the size also, once you click here, you choose 14. Is it understood now, Kadi?
Yes, Mr. Fofana, it's understood.
Good, very good. So now what we want to do is this sheet here is called sheet 1. We want to change this sheet and then call it CMC Limited. So what we're trying to do is we're going to name a sheet. How do you name a sheet in Google Sheet?
Come to this sheet.
Okay,
Where the sheet is, that you right click and then you will see rename.
I right click and then I'll see rename.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you type the name you want.
Okay. Alternatively, what can you do again, Aja?
You can double click, sir.
You can double click on it. Okay, so if you double click on it also, it will be highlighted and then you can type what you want to type. So this time I don't want to type anything. I just want to bring this. Then I can just click on it and then I go to the formula bar, copy it. Okay, and then once I come here, if I double click, I just paste. Is that not faster? Is that not faster?
It is, sir.
Okay, excellent. So now let's move to the second question. This one is pretty easy. So let's do the second question and we will call it a day after this one. Okay, it's also not a difficult one. It's also not a difficult one, but then let's see how it's going to be like. So it says example 2, Fantata Limited. Fantata Limited makes and sells a product. Actually, it should be product A. It was a typo. Product A, which is manufactured through 2 consecutive processes, assembly and finishing. Raw material is input at the commencement of the assembly process. An activity-based costing approach is used in the absorption of product-specific conversion cost. The following estimated is available for the period. Okay, production or sales units, 12,000. Selling price per unit, £75. Direct material cost per unit, £20. Then you have ABC variable conversion cost per unit. Those are the variable conversion cost, the variable cost, assembly, is 20 pounds, finishing 12 pounds per unit. Then you have product specific cost of 170,000, then company fixed cost of 50,000. Funtata Limited uses a minimum contribution to sale ratio target of 25% using assessing the viability of a product. In addition, management wishes to achieve an overall net profit margin of 12% on sales in this period in order to meet return on capital target. Required, calculate the target cost, and B, calculate the cost gap, and suggest specific areas of investigation. Okay, so this is what we're going to look at. But first, before we do this question, let's open a new worksheet. How do you open a new worksheet? Keba Aisala. Keba, how do you open a new worksheet on Google Sheet? Keba. Okay, Maria, you wanted to talk. Maria, can you tell us how do you open a new Google Sheet? A new worksheet in a Google Sheet. Maria? Is Maria with us?
I think she lost internet.
Okay, right. Rohi Baji. Rohi? Kadi, you want to try? Okay, take us through, Kadi. Kadi? Did you raise your hand up by mistake or? Kadi Jede? Okay, Bintu, you want to talk? Bintu?
Yes, sir. You can use the plus sign down where you have the sheet column.
Okay, as simple as that. You use the plus sign. So once you choose the plus sign, a sheet will automatically open for you. And then to rename it, we just double click on it or we choose rename from there. So this time around, we're going to call it Funtata Limited, F-A-N-T-A-T-A space Ltd. Is that clear? So what's the first thing we do when we are answering this question? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to answer each of the questions on a separate worksheet. Clear? Okay, so we're going to start answering this question by doing what first? What's the first thing we need to do?
The company name.
The company name. Okay, always, any question you answer, either in financial accounting or in management accounting, you first have to write the company's name. And next you write the name of the statement you're trying to prepare. Okay, so and the company name is what? Funtata Limited, isn't it? F-A-N-T-A-T-A-L-T-D.
Hello, Mr. Fofana. Sorry, my network is not that much strong. It's just hard.
Okay, that's fine. So we just answering example 2 now, Funtata Limited. We've just started that, so you can follow it up, yeah?
Mr. Fofana.
Yes, ma'am.
I think instead of doing the same thing to avoid the format, mistake or difference in formatting, we can just duplicate is it CMC Limited, and then we rename it as Fanta Limited. Then we will have a consistent formatting of both.
Very good. That's a good one. Thank you, Haya. That's a fast way of doing it, yes, because it's going to be a similar statement. So now, please take note of this. It's very, very important. We want to work fast. We want to work efficiently. So if we choose a new sheet called Funtata Limited, then that means we have to do the formatting again. Okay. So to avoid all that, what Haja is suggesting is for us to duplicate this worksheet and then edit it. Okay, so now that means we're going to delete this one. Is that okay, Haja? So we're going to delete this one.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so how do we duplicate this current worksheet?
Then just click on the set and then right click on it. Then you will see duplicate.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you choose duplicate, so what it's trying to do is it produces the same worksheet exactly as it is with all the formatting, with all the details. Can you see? If you click on this, the same as if you click on this. But the only difference is the names. Look at it. This one says CMC Limited. This one says copy of CMC Limited. Okay, excellent. So now we've duplicated. So we're going to leave this intact. So we're going to work on this one, isn't it?
Yes,
so
we
now
rename that one.
we rename it. So we just double click or we right click and choose rename, and then we can write our Fantata Limited. That's a brilliant one, Anja. Thank you. Fantata FA.
Mr. Fovan.
Yes.
Haja is an accountant. Haja is an accountant. So he used this Excel every day. He used to do it.
Okay, excellent. So that's
yeah.
good.
So
that's
I
good.
think Haja needs to help the rest of the class.
Yes. That's why we have people like her in class. Where do you work, Aja?
I work at TAF.
Huh?
TAF Africa Global.
Oh, okay. You're not far from me then. That's the Madiba Hall, is it?
Yes.
Madiba Hall. Oh,
Madiba Mall, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not far from me. I usually walk up to around that area in the evenings to do some exercise. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes. So, but Kadi, you are also an accountant. Are you also not working? So that's not an excuse.
Mr. Fovan, me, I'm a teacher. I used to hold a chalk.
I like that. But you should teach your students how to do spreadsheets. You'll also learn, isn't it?
Mr. Fovan, for us, we don't even have a computer in our school.
Yeah, but I know you have your own laptop.
Yes, I have my own laptop, but it's not going to be easy for me. You know, because
don't
I don't
mind her.
Mr. Fovan, unless I have another job. Because
okay.
I'm going accountancy, it's my profession, so
yeah, I think you can change job now that you're almost finishing, isn't it?
Yeah, if you see any vacancy, right?
Are you trying to advertise in my class now?
Are you doing adverts here?
No adverts, even paid for one, none. Okay, so let's proceed. So what do we do again, Haja? So we change these details here, isn't it?
Yes, we change the details.
Okay, so now the heading, we can just double click on here, copy this, and then we paste this heading here, isn't it? Okay, excellent. So now we have our Fantata Limited. Good. So that's a good one. So let's proceed. Then our formatting will remain as it is. Right. So what's going to be the name of the statement? What's going to be the name of the statement? So we're going to, okay, we're going to say target cost statement, just like we have on this one. Oh, well, equally, I could copy it from there, but I've started typing already. So we call it target costing statement. So the same procedure. So the target costing statement is usually simple. The target cost, how to call it, the target profit, and then the target selling price, target profit, and how to call it, target cost. So we could equally copy this from here, isn't it? So we copy this and we paste here. Okay, so that at least we will, we could just edit it. So what's the target selling price according to this question? Can you check what's the target selling price?
75.
75. Right? And what is the profit margin percentage according to the question?
12%.
That's right. Well, excellent. So the target profit is 12%. Now let's calculate 12% on this. So we all know simply we press equals, we multiply by 0.12. Okay, and that gives us 9, isn't it? And then, oh, who is causing this noise? Okay, and then now we want to find our target cost. Our target cost will be our target selling price minus our target profit. So that gives us 66. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So, but this time around, we are not supposed to calculate only the target cost, but we are supposed to calculate our estimated cost as well using our costing technique. Okay. So, and then they have given us information for that in the question. So let's calculate our estimated cost, and then we compare it to our target cost and see whether there will be any cost gap. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, so we say estimated cost. Estimated cost. Okay, so that will be our estimated cost calculation. So when we look at our, how to call it, our question, this estimated cost is nothing except the cost that we're going to get from either our absorption costing or our ABC. This time around, the cost they have given us, is it from ABC or is it from absorption costing? Hello?
ABC.
From ABC, simply because we have been given in the question. So it says the direct material cost. So in ABC, it's simple. We have our direct costs and we have our overheads. Okay, so the direct costs are given and the overheads are also given. Okay, so the direct costs are 20, 20, 12, and then the overheads are 170 and then 50, but we need to express those overheads into their units. And the total selling unit is 12. So that means we need to divide it by 12 in all cases. Okay. So we're going to do that immediately, right? So, but what we're going to do is we're going to do our assumptions here or our workings. So I'll just go to F2, then I'll say workings. So that one, I'm not going to do any big working, but I'm just going to type our production or sales unit. So our sales unit is how much? What's our sales unit? Hello? What is our production and sales unit?
12,000 units.
12,000.
12,000. Okay.
12,000 units.
Okay, so in our estimated cost, where are we going to start? Where are we going to start? We start with direct cost. If you're doing any cost statement, you always start with direct cost. Okay, so what's the first direct cost here?
That'll be direct material first.
Direct material. Direct material. So you always start with direct materials. Okay, because most of the time they will be there. If it is a production, there will always be direct material. Direct material and direct labor will mostly be there.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the direct material?
20 pounds.
20. Okay, so we have other variable costs also. That's the conversion cost, isn't it? So we have our variable conversion. I'll just sort it, CONV costs. Okay, so our variable conversion costs are 2, isn't it? So one for assembly. Okay, one for assembly and one for finishing, isn't it? Okay, so what's the one for assembly?
20
Variable
pounds.
conversion 20, good. For finishing?
12 pounds.
12. Excellent. Okay. Do we have any other variable costs?
No, sure.
Okay, so we have our prime cost. Okay, so our prime cost is the total of all the variable costs. Okay, so how can we add our prime cost here? How can we find the total for our prime cost here?
Equals.
Okay, so where do we do the equals? Where we are at the moment? Down on
We are
C16. So we say,
shell C16.
okay, so we say equals C16,
Sum
SUM, bracket opens.
bracket. You can just highlight from direct material to.
Okay, from C12 to C15, we close our bracket, we enter. Okay, so that's the way we do our range sum. Okay, so that's our prime cost. So what next? We are given overheads, isn't it? So we have
Yes.
our overheads. Okay, so what are our overheads? So we have two, isn't it? We have our product specific fixed cost, and then we have our company fixed cost. Okay, so we have product specific fixed cost. Product specific FC. Okay, and how much is the product specific fixed cost? How much is the
170,000 pounds.
Huh?
170,000 pounds.
Okay. But should we put all that here, or how should we put it? This is a unit statement, unit.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we do?
And we divide it by the total units, total production units.
Okay, good. So how do we put that in the formula here?
It's going to be you can take it to the workers as well for the 12,000 units. We have the specific the 170,000 divided by 12,000 units.
Okay, but we can do it here as
Yeah,
well.
we can equally do it here as well. Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do it here.
Yes.
Okay, so
You
give
can
me the
just
formula.
you just have equals you can just have equals to 170,000 divided by
so
12,000 units.
171, 2, 3 divided by
12,000.
Oh, are we going to write 12,000?
Because we already have it in is it G4?
Okay, G3.
Yes, we already have it. Yeah, G3 exactly. We have it in G3.
So now what we say, divided by what?
By G3.
So we click on G3 or we
G3.
type G3.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Okay, very good. Okay, and that gave us about 14 if we round it up. Then the next thing is the company's fixed cost. So I'll just say company COFC. So what's the company fixed cost?
The company fixed cost is 50,000 units, 50,000 pounds.
Okay, so the same thing, we say 50,000 divided by this. We enter. So that gives us £4 if you round it up. Okay, so are we done? Do we have any other costs to consider? Do we have
I think so far those are the costs so
those
far.
are the costs. Then fine. Now we go and find our total cost. Total cost or total estimated cost.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add the total fixed cost to the prime cost. So we can do our sum formula here equals sum bracket open. Then we start adding prime cost all the way down here. Bracket we. So the total cost is 7. What we could do is let's take this up. Let's take all these numbers to 2 decimal place. How are we going to do that? So easily we'll go and click on C, just like Aja told us the last time, and then we'll go and click from format menu. Then we take a number formatting, and then choose number. That will give us 1,000 separator and two decimal place. Okay, so now our total cost is 70.33. Okay, is this clear, everybody? Our total cost is 70.33. But what is our target cost?
The target cost was 66.
Okay, so what does this mean? Our target cost is 66, but our estimated total cost is 70.33 per unit. What does this mean?
It means in the market, and what we've studied in the market, the average cost was 66, but for our production, the total cost that we should incur, it's 70, which means it's more by almost £4 per unit. For each unit,
okay.
we have
and what's that excess called?
It's the variance.
Please
Increase.
don't call it. Is what?
It's a variance.
I'm gonna sing out here. Are you with us now? I saw your hand up. Hello, Aminata? Okay, Kadi, you wanted to say something? What's the difference called? Thank you, Alaji. I think you've participated.
Cost gap. Is it a cost gap? Because what we targeted, it's more than what we targeted. We targeted 66, and we end up getting 70. So it's like a cost gap. Yes.
Okay, not the gap. The gap. The gap means difference or
the difference. Yes.
Okay, but we call it as cost gap. Cost gap. Excellent. Thank you. So it's cost gap. So what's our cost gap? What will be the formula to calculate our cost gap? Is going to be equals the total estimated cost minus the target cost. So we have a cost gap of £4.33. Okay, and what that means is this cost gap is what we should work on to eliminate so that we work according to our target cost of 66.
Hello.
Because if we produce using an estimated cost of 70.33, we will not meet our target profit. Is that clear? Yes, Aminata? Aminata Singate. You're raising your hand up and you're not talking. Okay, so, right. So we calculated our cost gap to be 4.33. So what do we do to eliminate this cost gap? What do we do to eliminate this cost gap? Bintu, are you with us now?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what do we do to eliminate this cost gap? There's a cost gap of 4.33. We agreed this is the difference between our target cost according to our selling price that we were able to get from our market research. We compared that to our estimated cost if we have to produce this normally. The difference is what we call our cost gap. How do we eliminate our cost gap?
Yeah, I think Mr. Favara.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think one of the ways we can reduce it is by revising the product specification. That is the material that we use in the production.
But there's a general name to what process we should undergo. You are giving an example of the process.
That's value engineering.
Value engineering, exactly. So we do a process called value engineering in order to eliminate this cost gap of 4.33 per unit. So now what is value engineering? Value engineering is we go and look at this particular product. We look at the component count. Do we have more component count than necessary? If that is the case, we eliminate it. We go and look at the specification of this product. Is the specification too cumbersome? If that is the case, we try to eliminate the ones that won't add any value. We look at the labor composition when we are producing this product. Do we use labor that is too expensive? Do we have other types of labor that could do the same job at a lower rate? You consider all that. What manufacturing process are we using? Are we using labor-intensive machine, or are we using machines that operate, that operate without much issues? There are some machines, if you use them, the maintenance cost becomes very high. You understand? So you have to look at all those and then try to eliminate it. That process is what we call value engineering. Okay, I hope it's clear. So in this question, the A part, the answer is 66 for our target cost, and then the B part, the answer is 4.33 because our cost card, and then the C is just for you to explain, how to call it. The C part, let me see, the C part says, suggest specific areas of investigation. That's exactly what we have discussed. That's the value engineering. So you look at the areas that you can investigate so that you could reduce this 4.33 to 0. Okay, so this is where we're going to end for today. And inshallah, on Friday at 2:30, we're going to have another class online. That's what we agreed at the start of these lectures. Any questions or any contributions before we draw the curtains? Any questions? Is it clear to everybody that we're going to have online class on Friday at 2:30, inshallah? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, our only fear is when we start at 2:30, by 5, we are supposed to have another class. Like today, we have taken more time,
It
but
doesn't
I'm not sure
matter.
whether that one will lapse on that class. No, what I'm saying, we
No,
can consume our own time.
we will ensure.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Not to elapse. I said we can consume our own class time, but not to elapse on the others, because after that, immediately,
No,
we're supposed to have another class.
We'll ensure we do that, Maria. Don't worry, because this one is an online one. We will ensure we finish how to call it 5 o'clock on the dot, inshallah. Okay? Is that all right? Happy?
Yes, happy.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how is the online class?
Yeah, I think it was effective because we learned a lot as well. Most of us who are not very conversant with the actual how to call it again, the spreadsheet, Google Sheet, and then now I think we have a better knowledge of how to go on with it. We just really appreciate it.
For me personally.
Okay, excellent.
For me,
Yes, Maria? Yes, Maria? For you personally?
For me, actually, I think for me personally, I would have enjoyed it better, but the time it started, I said the time it started, I was in the office till 6 o'clock, and I have to come home up to Bruce. So in between, I was also writing some knowledge of the other part that I don't know.
Okay, excellent.
It was very educative.
Excellent. Excellent. Maybe what you will do is, what you will do is next time we have it, you can take permission from your boss to leave early so that you can reach home early and, enjoy the class, isn't it?
Fortunately, I was the only boss that was there. People can attest to that.
Wow.
So if I need to
okay, that's all right. That's all right.
So
That's all right. That's all right. You don't want the work to suffer. Okay, that's good.
Mr. Fofana, thank you so much. At least we have learned something. Especially me. I don't have any idea on Excel, but today at least I have learned something. And also the things that we don't understand, at least the video recording will be there. Then later on we can go back to that and listen to it for better understanding.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
I'm going to. I've been recording from starting till ending. So
yeah.
by tomorrow, inshallah, I'm going to go home now myself. I'm still at the office as well. I have to go home now. But tomorrow morning, inshallah, I'll try to upload the videos on my YouTube channel and I'll send you the link so you can watch them
Okay, no
again.
problem.
Okay. So to be honest,
All right.
to me,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
a lot better
Thank you so
than
much.
the one-on-one. You know, the classroom. To me, this is a lot better. Okay, but if you want us to do a blend of it, no problem. We can do that. You know.
Yes, sir, you're right. This is much more better because we can use it back to recall what we've learned. Because in the class,
Exactly.
once we leave, most of us forget the formulas.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you
So
so
this
much,
one,
sir.
no problem. Thank you, Bintu. So this one also, and not only you watch the video, this worksheet, these Excel files, we're going to share them all with you so that if you want to practice on your own, you can practice. I'm talking about the spreadsheet. So I'll convert them into Excel and then we share. Okay. Okay. So I'm really happy that you enjoyed the class, and going forward, we'll try to do as many online classes as possible. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and I hope to see you on Friday, inshallah, at 2:30. Thank you.